Hello my friends, today we're doing a Photoshop tutorial making an object glow. And to start our project today, we're actually going to take advantage of the Adobe stock images. So you can find it either through, on my computer I have a little figure 8 symbol for Creative Cloud. You can click that, open it. If that's not available to you, go to your Finder window, go to your document, go to your applications, find the Creative Cloud folder, and open Creative Cloud that way. So that's how you can get to it. We're going to look at the left side menu for stock images. Click that and it'll open up a web browser. I have multiple monitors open on a different monitor. I got some bells going on outside. Hopefully that's not annoying. And in the description of this video, I put what we're going to be searching for: tree frog, comma, flying frog laughing. So that's what we're going to search for. And it's this very first one. So we can click on it and open it up. I've already downloaded it a couple times, but the way we're going to open it up is instead of downloading it, we're going to just open in app, clicking the Photoshop icon. On mine, it's the first one. It might take a second for it to open. So there, it opened up on my computer, the frog. Now we can start making this frog glow. That's the goal today. So the first thing we want to do is create a new layer. So we can do it multiple ways. I like to use this icon on the bottom. Create a new layer and change it to overlay. We're going to change the blending mode for the layer to overlay. Did that. And then we are going to make sure our color is on white, pick our paintbrush, and then we're going to paint over top of our image with white. So you just, not the whole image, the object that you want, we're going to paint over top of the object with white. I'm using the soft round brush. I think that's what you want to use, is a soft brush, so it feathers a little bit on the edges. It doesn't have to be super, like the edge of the object doesn't have to be super precise. You can let it flow over. It's glowing anyway, so it's okay if it goes over a little bit. So, but you just want to fill in the central part of it, so it's all filled in. Now it's all filled in. Then we're going to duplicate that layer, and we can do that by doing Command J. We'll duplicate the layer. It's really bright right now, too bright. So go to the opacity of that layer and maybe bring it down to like 30% or so, maybe 25. Let's do 20%. Let's bring it down to 20% on that layer. And then we're going to do another new layer. And this time this is for the ground. So we're going to do that same thing, new layer, blend mode, overlay, and we're going to, paint a little bit of the white around the bottom of the frog. So the ground kind of glows a little bit where the frog is. So that's what we're going to do there. Let's lower the opacity on that as well. We'll lower that one to about 60%. Let's do 60% on that one. Sounds good. And then on that layer, we're going to add a vector mask, which is this button down on the bottom that has a square with a hole in it. Add a vector mask. And on that layer, we are going to choose color balance. So on this, where we got the mask selected. So see how if I select this white area, it makes the mask select. When I select the layer gray area, it selects the object. So we want to select the mask. We're going to go down to the color balance panel, and over here we want to increase the red a little bit and increase toward the yellow on this, both for midtones and for highlights. Red a little bit, yellow a little bit, like that. And then when that is selected as well, we're going to hit Command I to inverse it. Command I to inverse that that color balance mask layer. And now we're going to paint white again on top of that layer. So we're painting white again on top of that color balance mask layer. Alright, now we're going to select the original layer. After that, get rid of that panel. Select the original layer and go down to we're going to change the exposure of the original layer, so that circle icon on the bottom of your layers panel, find exposure, and we'll bring the exposure down a little ways to your kind of to your liking. I guess for me right now it's like -2 or so. Let's bring it down to about -2. That looks pretty good. And then once you have that selected, so because of that inverse we did before, we want to brighten up this layer just a little bit more again. So we're going to inverse the two colors on our color picker panel. So the black is on top, and then we're going to paint over top of this again with some more white just to bring out that glowing effect even more. You can decide how much you want to do. Maybe at this point it already feels glowy enough for you. Maybe you want to bring it out some more. So we're painting over top of this frog a little bit more so it's glowing really glowy. So that's basically it. We basically got it now. And then you can manipulate those layers. So if you, I'm going to go back to this selection tool thing. If you hold Option and click on the original layer's eyeball there, the layer view, it'll show you the difference between our glowy frog and our original frog. So now you know how to make an object glow. Cool. Thanks for watching.